Michel Langevin, Voivod. You got a new album coming out, Target Earth. How's that coming out in this world now?
Well, we're pretty excited because it's coming out on January 2013, and it's going to be the 30th anniversary of the band, so we're pretty excited.
Now, throughout these years, lots changed, and this tone has become again in the classic era of Voivod. It seems with the tone of this album.
Yeah, of course, Blackie coming back, it myself, I feel like it goes back to the blower bass sound, and it's really recognizable. And also the material is more prog metal than the last few albums. So it's definitely going back to the Blackie years for sure. And the dance playing is very angular, like the material from the thrash metal years. And yeah, it's kind of exciting for sure for Snake and I to work on that material with Blackie and Dan.
Now, would you say the influences changed, at all to make this album, or how would the influences go into creating this?
Um, well, the influences musically, um, it might have influence in a way, because I know that I mean Dan, he probably has other influences that I have, more retro. When I listen to metal, it's new wave of British heavy metal, and
Right.
Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, and Motorhead and such. And but Dan, his band Martyr, is more in the Meshuggah mode. And I know that Blackie's been listening to a lot of Baroness and Mastodon, and more modern heavy stuff. And uh, so I think all that combined, I guess there are new influences, but I think that the influence is more related to the events happening in our days. We started writing the album early in 2010, I believe, and since then there's been like the Occupy movement, the Arab Spring, the Fukushima nuclear accident in Japan, and so there's always we're always absorbing all of that as well.
You guys released some tracks online the other day to
Yeah.
give the crowd a good taste of what's to see in this album. Do you think that's a great method to do it nowadays to give a little taste of the album?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. It's been very efficient, and of course we try to release tracks that are indicative of the album and what's to come for Voivod, and but the reaction has been very, very good. Um, and again, many people compared it to Kinetic Technology, Dimension Atlas, Nothing Face era. So. Everybody seems to feel right at home.
And this artwork, where did the idea come from?
Well, it actually mutated from the original idea. Um, at first, we had after discussing with the guys, we wanted something very space, galactic like, and then there were events going on, like I said, the past few years, but also mainly this year in Montreal, where there were riots and mass arrest of people protesting, and all through the spring and summer, even a bit of the fall, and it was happening beside my building, and there were helicopters above the building and all that. So it slowly turned into more of a destroyed city type of front cover. And also, um, the many people, like our friends who listened to the demos, mentioned that there were ingredients from all of the Voivod eras and all the albums, and gave me the idea to use colors from other front covers I did. And it ended up being pretty colorful, but it might be a plus when the vinyl comes out, though.
Now, the resurgence of vinyls are getting back popular, it seems.
Yeah, we've been selling tons of these, which is great, and we sell a lot of CDs at the merch booth, and also the number of legal downloads is quite impressive. So all put together, it's pretty cool.
Now, let's say, Michel, approaching the studio as a drummer, how did you approach it this time?
I try to approach it like I mean I was in a really great setting in Pierre Rémillard from Oblivion. He has a very nice studio outside of Montreal in the woods in the snow, and we were snowed in, so we worked for 17 days nonstop. And the drum room was amazing with a patio window, so I could see the lake covered with snow, and it had very northern feel to it, and I really uh, tried to approach it the most naturally as I could. I'm actually not very technical in terms of recording techniques, or Blackie is a sound engineer and also is very good at placing microphones and all that. And I know that he has more of a Steve Albini approach. So he put microphones everywhere, even on the balcony above the drums.
Wow.
So I ended up having a very great room sounding drums, and I also used a huge Gretsch that I have that sounds 10 times louder than everything else I have. So it's also the drums I used on 14 and Infini, and I think also Sanford Parker from Nachtmistium, he mixed the album, and he helped a lot with having a real powerful live drum sound on the album. He also really understood the psychedelic metal vibe of the band.
Now, Michel, are we hearing your signature snare drum on this album?
Yeah, I was approached by Drum Shop USA to do a snare drum, a custom away snare drum with my art on it, and it really sounds massive. I'm very proud of it.
So everything going still great with that signature snare drum and the promotion behind it?
Yeah, for sure. And I run into the people from Drum Shop USA on tour once in a while, and they really are great people.
Let's say for promo videos, are we going to see a promo video for the next single, let's say?
That's a very tough one because Blackie, Snake, Dan, and I, we formed a company, Iron Gang Factory, and everything is self-produced. We are filling up forms to get grants from the government, but if it's being turned down, I don't see how we can afford to pay for a video. Realistically, I think we will be touring a lot though in 2013, and in between tours we will write new material, but I can't really say if we'll have a video or not. We've also been working on a movie with Sam Dunn for the past 5 years, and it's ready to be edited. And again, we'll we'll try to find some fundings to edit the movie. We have a lot of footage, so these are projects in progress.
One thing I'm finding very interesting now, a lot of bands are doing what you call lyric videos. That's maybe the way Voivod has to do it, a good old lyric video.
Oh yeah, I wasn't aware of that. That's I'll have to look that one up.
Because when Kiss released their Monster CD, all of a sudden they released a lyric video because it's perhaps cheaper to do, and it does the trick. The people like to read lyrics.
That's interesting. Okay, I will look it up.
And hopefully that helps Voivod even more. So, Target Earth, you guys gonna go on a promo tour soon?
Yeah, as soon as the album comes out in January, we're gonna start. I think in the spring we're going to South America, and then in May across USA and Canada. June and July will be across Europe, and we hope to go to China and India in the fall as well. So that's our main goal.
Now, Michel, did you go play China and India before?
No, it's going to be our first time. We're trying to go places we've never been before, and like in October we played in Moscow for the first time in Russia. It was truly amazing. And we also went a couple of times to Chile, and we're gonna try to go to Brazil and Colombia, Venezuela more, and and we've been going to countries like Latvia and Lithuania, and these are places we didn't really go before, so it's pretty interesting.
And this is going to be a learning experience for the band and for the fans to see Voivod for the first time live.
Yeah, we had also in 2008 when we reformed, we were invited by our friends Testament to play in Tokyo. This was an incredible experience as well. It was our first time, and we filmed the concert and released it on DVD. So these are really highlights, of course, in my career.
Excellent stuff. And how's the Montreal metal scene these days?
Oh, it's healthy as usual. I mean, Cataclysm, Despised Icon, Cryptopsy, Gorguts, Unexpect. Oh man, there are tons of bands here touring around the globe, so which is great.
Well, that shows it's healthy, and that's a good thing. And Voivod is, getting back there with a new album. That's awesome.
Yep.
Well, Michel, real good pleasure talking to you again, and hope you have a great one.
Thank you very much, man.
Ok, Michel. Bonne journée.
Hey, vous aussi, merci.
Salut.
Salut.